Alright, let's do this song.
Ladies. Alright, so let's talk about Uranus.
Shake your booty. Oh, that's hot.
This bag's... Ah, yes.
There's a reason beef stroganoff is not my main dish. This is the motherfucking fourth. Okay. Okay. Never again.
Welcome back to another Nova Online Retro React. Thanks for tuning in. I don't know what it is, but this is the third time in a row where I've sat down to film and within 5 minutes, I've got to take a dump. Maybe it's because Nova is such an alpha male that it turns on my fight or flight response and my bowels need to evacuate. Today, we are doing another Retro React because personally, I need a break from the pack openings and the karaoke. Gosh, I don't know about you guys. But I managed to scroll all the way to the first video on this account, and it's all the way back to March 3rd, 2023. So here we are starting at the beginning. So shall we?
If I had the choice of one company to sponsor me, what would that company be? First off, buddy,
Who would sponsor Nova?
wrong grammar.
Wow.
And two, the company.
That's how he treats his fans, is like saying, yeah, you are flawed and horrible and nice going. I'm gonna embarrass you in front of everybody in a public video. And also, wouldn't you say incorrect grammar, not wrong grammar? Isn't that kind of wrong grammar, Nova?
Company I would like to sponsor me, it's a company called Moondao, and wrong grammar. And two, the company I would like to sponsor me, it's a company called Moondao, and honestly, in my opinion, it is an amazing company. Okay, so if y'all don't know what
It is a amazing company. Wrong grammar.
Moondao is, they sponsored Dude Perfect a few months back, and their mission is to decentralize access to space. And when I was young, I always wanted to go to space, so if I were sponsored by Moondao, that'd be a dream come true.
Why would they sponsor you? You don't do anything. You're not a productive member of society. Dude Perfect is. You are nowhere near that level of infamy in your case, okay? Gosh, he's so full of himself. Why does he think that one day, even one day, like years from now, his fame would take him this far, right? What does he do? Nothing.
For me to finally see space. And I also like how the
Nova doesn't deserve to have anything nice or to see space.
titanium feather works, when like the booster disattaches right at the Kármán line, and
The what to who?
The booster re-engages at the Kármán line.
What?
And I also like how the titanium feather works, when like the booster disattaches right at the Kármán line, and
Wow.
the astronauts experience zero gravity for the first time. Honestly, Moondao, if you're watching this, I highly doubt it. I love your.
If I had no idea the age of this person, and I was just listening to them, I'd be like, this is an 8-year-old with ADHD.
company. What you're doing is life-changing. I am not sponsored by Moondao, but it would be a dream come true if they did sponsor me in the very far future.
Why would Nova deserve this at any time in his life, right? Why does he think he deserves something like that? Even if he got, like, a lot of subscribers, like, what? Would that warrant him deserving going to space? Yeah, right.
Hand over Kadri. Signing off.
He makes me so mad. He's so smug. He thinks he's amazing. Obviously, he thinks he deserves to go to space. Only a few humans get the privilege of doing that. And it's definitely should not be Nova. Okay, let's see what we're saying over here. It's space related. It's gonna be on here. Huh, interesting. I kind of remember him doing space a long time ago. I guess this is his space era. Hey Nova, remember this is your first vid. I mean on this channel, it's not his first vid ever on TikTok. Wrong grammar. It's incorrect grammar. Yeah, that's what I thought. I still don't know if that's true, but I feel like I've never heard someone say, wrong grammar! Your grammar is incorrect. I love how he calls out Buddy for wrong grammar and proceeds to say, amazing company. That's what I said. That's what I said. We're gonna call him out. That was so rude to call out maybe a fan, because it didn't even sound, I don't know. This person was probably bullying him, but if he wasn't, either way, Nova doesn't think this guy's bullying him. And to, publicly shame someone you think is a fan, wow, that's terrible. I thought it would be a company that made treadmills. Oh my gosh, okay, let's talk about this. What company would sponsor Nova? Predators Are Us? Crisco for the grease? You know, if you wring out his hair, you would have maybe 2 cups of grease per day. Well, per hour. Also, maybe Dawn dishwashing fluid. If it's good enough to wash crude oil off baby ducks, then it should be powerful enough to cut through Nova's grease. Anyway, put down in the comments what companies should sponsor Nova. I think you guys are funnier than me. Anyway, let's continue.
Have you heard of the
Wow, that's really loud. And I think this is copyrighted music. Yeah, we'll listen to a little bit. It's too bad.
Kármán line? So the Kármán line is this little area right here.
So Nova's talking about, stupid space stuff, okay? I think that's really cringe. Why do we need this heffalump to teach us? No one wants a heffalump to teach them about space. Okay. That sounds like an ADHD 8-year-old. All right, let's just move on. We're gonna save. It's kind of good that we don't have to. Thank you for the copyrighted music. Now we don't have to sit through this. Music is loud, too loud, Pookie. That's what I said. Oh wait, hold on. We gotta see what his caption is. Had to start with the Kármán line, of course, because of course you do. Everybody has to start with the Kármán line. Awesome, dude. I didn't know what the Kármán line was. Thanks for explaining it to me. Is that what he thinks? Is that what he thinks this is? No one is seeing this and thinking that. They're thinking, wow, look at this tubster. This greasy tubster explain something stupid about space. All right, let's move on.
Damn, I just got out of the shower. But anyway.
Why does he do that? It's so stupid. We need to have a compilation of him just doing that. Just starting his videos with, damn, I just got out of the shower. Damn, I'm a fat ass. Right? That'd be pretty funny. I'd watch that.
Wait.
What flag do we got on today? Also, it kind of looks like we got a lot of grease. We got a lot of grease on the camera. It's really foggy. Okay.
Have you ever wondered how many
this is copyrighted too. Gosh.
asteroids, pieces of ice, etc. were in Saturn's 7 rings?
Nobody. Does anybody care about this? Anybody? Why would, why, even if you're interested in space, you would go to a TikTok of a scientist or PBS or something, right? And listen to them. You wouldn't watch this where the grease is threatening to overtake the camera and he's wearing, who knows what flag that is. Argentina? Who would watch him versus PBS or whatever, right? Nobody. Anyway, I'm a little bit happy we don't have to watch through these. I think I would not make it. I need to cite my sources. Okay. I need your bathwater, dude. I don't think bro takes baths. I would put money on it if someone were to go into Nova's home. Do not do this, obviously. If someone were to do it, go into his home and just go into the bathroom, I would put money. Who else would put money? How much money would you put down that the tubs, the showers in this house are filled with stuff or are ridiculously dirty? So even if you did take a shower, like how clean are you? Right. But I'm willing to put money that there's crap in his shower, like, garbage and hoard in the shower, and he can't take a shower. That's what I think. At least some of the time, anyway. POV, mom says to hang out with the neighbor kid. Yeah, and this is the neighbor kid, exactly. Yeah. My neighbor kid, I hung out with him all the time. He actually is kind of a lot like this. Interesting. Is that why I'm, like, quote-unquote, so interested in Nova? Because I've had a lot of experience with dudes like this. Strange. Are you a asteroid? Wrong grammar. But yeah, good question. That's a good question. Cool. How do you know this? Yeah, exactly. He just Googled it. Anyone could just Google this. It was stupid. Anyway, let's move on.
Let's talk about the Weimar Republic, or Germany's 12-year experiment with democracy before the Austrian Painter Party took over in 19...
The what to who? Why are we changing topics so hard? Wow. The what to who? The Germany and the Weimar Republic? Okay. I'm guessing this is probably gonna be the Germany flag. See what he's got to say about this. At least there's no copyrighted music this time.
33. So after the German Empire fell after the Great War in 1918, a new democratic government was put into place in Germany. This was known as the Weimar Republic. And it was very clear that this government was failing. And also not to mention that the Austrian painter did not support democracy and what he standed for. So he created the Austrian Painters Party.
What he standed for. Dude, what he stood for. Oh my gosh, that's not even grammar. That's just having a reading comprehension level above the second grade.
And because of his speaking skills, he rose up to one of the top parties in Germany. It came to a time in Germany where either part of the Communist Party or part of the Austrian Painters Party.
I've stopped listening.
Not to mention, during this...
I'm just watching his hair just flow with the grease. It's really bad. It's not as bad as the last video, I think. At least he got the grease off his camera. I'm gonna put this at a 6. It's pretty slick. What do you guys think?
Democracies, these leaders were very ineffective, which caused...
Just out of breath, just standing there talking. Why does he full mouth open so often? So often I'll pause, and this is what we get. We get just mouth open all the way to the sky. Right?
Caused the fall of the democracy and Germany to turn into a dictatorship in the 1940s. Nova, History, and Space, signing off.
Oh, that was a good one. Nova, History, and Space, signing off. I hadn't heard that one. I had not seen this video. That makes sense. I don't think TikTok would give me this one because it's stupid. But I mean, it should give me that because it is stupid anyway. Well, that was interesting. We learned something about the Weimar Republic, didn't we? There'll be a quiz at the end of this video about the Kármán line and the Weimar Republic, so get ready. Part of what happened to Germany in the 1930s. That's interesting, Nova. Yeah, that's what we're all thinking. Okay, let's move on.
Alright, so let's talk about Uranus.
Oh, we found out where that clip came from. I couldn't not, guys, right? Look at him, look at him. He's got the hat on backwards. He's so cool. He's got the grandma glasses. His hair is his hair, and he's got a, maybe the French flag on? Not sure. And then, I don't know why he puts on a flag when he's talking about space. I loved when he used to put on the flags. He doesn't do it anymore, probably because he got made fun of too much. Because obviously, it's stupid. But I couldn't not, guys. He's so smug when he says it, too. Alright, let's talk about Uranus. I think this is copyrighted, too, the music, so... We'll listen to a little bit more.
And I mean the planet, not what you all were thinking.
Alright, that's good enough. That's all I can handle. See what I mean? Okay. Interesting facts. I have to take your word for it. Wow, Nova, you made me chuckle a whole lot at the beginning. That's what we did. That's why it was in our intro to our little channel, because it made me chuckle a little bit. Okay, maybe one more. Let's see.
Hey, you, yes.
This is already crazy. Hold on. Let's just start that over.
Hey, you, yes. You watching the video. Welcome to Novine Week. Not sure what that is?
This is so odd. This is so random. The camera angle is supposed to be at beer gut level, not Chris Chan when he was mimicking that one thing from that one time. I'll put it in.
My name is Christian Weston Chandler. I'm here to find happiness with my true sweetheart, who I've known for over 2 months now. So you trolls best leave us alone. Is anybody listening? Do you believe me? Everybody happy now?
Well, it is the course over a week where I post over minute-long videos to test and try out something new, because I'm sick of making under a minute-long videos because of the attention span.
Geez, they never mowed the backyard, did they? The hair's not too bad here. It's definitely shiny, at least. Maybe a 4, 3.5, in between shiny and glazed. Alright, that's a cool-ass shirt. Oh my gosh. Where does he get these shirts? I will say, I do like Nova's fashion, so I will give him that. Let's listen to this again, because I have no idea what he's talking about.
To test and try out something new, because I'm sick of making under a minute-long videos because of the attention span of this app. So, if you're new to this, please
get a couple more breaths in. Get a couple more breaths in, won't you?
drop a like and follow if you enjoy. If you're a hater, if you're a fan.
Oh my god, that was, my ears were assaulted. I'm definitely gonna edit out how loud that was, but just know that I am stunned and I need a minute.
And like, subscribe. Hope you enjoy the video. Peace out. Okay, so let's just do an
What is happening? What is happening?
Clip of why the Brits lost the Revolutionary War. So it was all about.
Do you guys know what's happening? I was not paying that much attention, but whatever.
The placements of the Brits and the colonists. So the Brits set themselves out wide in the open in the battlefield. I mean, like, they never chose a strategy. They just lined up all over the place, and they were much larger in number. But what about the colonists?
Oh my gosh, there was a big ol' loogie just flooped out of his mouth.
Where were they? Well, it turns out.
Why is he moving so much? And you can tell he's like extra like if he was talking to a friend about this, he wouldn't be this animated about it, but he's like trying to have a personality. And be like, guys, look, I'm cool, I'm quirky. Listen to my cool space facts. Listen to my cool war facts. Okay, this is weird. It's cringe, that's for sure.
That they had hid, and they were able to cover themselves up. The Brits, however, had no natural cover whatsoever, so they were easily out in the open, and that was a loss for the Brits. So,
this feels like I'm just having a nightmare, or I'm in my own personal hell, and this is it. Just being this close to Nova, and him just breathing really hard and spittling on me and talking about German war facts. Wow. I need to do some repenting so I don't go to hell, because this would be torture. Forever with this? Wow. Can you guys imagine? Absolutely not. I don't know if this music is copyrighted, so we might just stop it there, because I can't take much more of that anyway. Let's see if there's anything more up here.
they were tarred and I'll see you on my main account day 4 of Novine Week. Ain't Nova Kadri, signing off.
Well, I guess we got Novine Week to look forward to in the next video, right? Okay. Let's see what people have to say. I'm back to fill your brain with more space and history knowledge. Gosh, I hope this doesn't last very long. We might have to skip a little bit ahead next time we do a retroact if it's another space or history. I can't do that again. And another one in a row like that. We'll have to take a break from that too. I was like, we're gonna take a break from the card pack openings and the karaoke. No, I need way more of a break from whatever this is. It's cringe, yeah, but it's hard to keep my eyes on the screen from how just annoying and ugly he is from talking about, like,
The Germans were everywhere.
okay, whatever. Let's see what people are saying. No one's really saying that interesting in the comments that I can really... Everyone's saying Minnesota, and I don't really know why, so... They should be talking about what the heck Novine Week is. Well, I think that's enough of Nova for one day, don't you? I don't know about you, but that was a hard watch. But definitely let me know what your thoughts on today's video was. And I hope you have a good rest of your week. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.